Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today in my fourth period class, say hello.
Hello.
We are going to show you how to get a good grade on this study guide. The study guide will closely match your test that you will be taking on Wednesday. You will be taking a computation test on Friday of this week. So, let's begin. In question number 1, it says, a truck travels 2,908.5 miles in 189.8 hours. The key word here is estimate. You don't need to use the exact number. Estimate the number of miles they can travel in 1 hour. One of these is a close answer. Well, I'm going to make the numbers friendly. I'm going to change 2,908 to the friendly number of 3,000. And 189.8 hours, I'm going to round that to 200 hours. Okay? Now, the number of miles they can travel in 1 hour, you just divide. You're going to set it up as 3,000 over 200. That's a division problem. 3,000 divided by 200. So when you have 3,000 divided by 200, 200 will go into 300 once. I put that 1 above that 0 there. Subtract. Bring down. 200 will go into 1,000 5 times. 15. The answer 15 is right there. Now, this is an easy problem. You might be able to get that right by looking at it, okay? You know, oh, it's going to be a 15. In the next group, it says estimate, then solve. And they want you to do a number sentence with your estimation. What does that mean? Well, you're going to make them friendly numbers. You're going to round. 5 9/10 is close to 6. 2.5 is close to 3. And 49.64 is close to 50. You see how I made them easy numbers? And then you add them. 59. Now, if you wanted to say 60, I would count 60 right. 59. They don't have to be exact answers on this one. They just have to be close. Now, if you said 5,000, I would count that wrong. Is 5,000 close to any of those that number? No. It has to be close. All right? Now, the exact answer is going to go below. The exact answer, you have to show your work and get the exact answer. 5.9, and when you line up your decimal points, when you add them, 2.5, 49.64. Line your decimal points up, put zeros in your empty spots. That'll be a 4. 5 plus 9 is 14, plus 6 is 20. Put down a 0, carry a 2. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 9 is 18. Carry a 1. The exact answer, 58.04. Any questions, kids? Yes?
As long as you have like your answer and your estimate are within like kind of like 2 or 3 numbers, is that probably like extra?
Yes, that would be a good thing. Yes, you want to look at your estimate and your answer to make sure that they are similar, close. They probably won't be exact. Okay, let's do the next one. On this problem, you don't like the fact that you have the equal sign on this side. You're not used to having it on that side. If you don't like it being on that side, just rewrite it as 7 minus 4.68 with the equal sign and the blank over there. That's all you have to do. It's okay to do that. Yeah. Not right now. So now we have let's make it friendly. You have to write a number sentence. The number sentence is going to be 7 minus 5. 4.68 is going to be close to a 5, isn't it? Which equals 2. I would usually write it like that. If you wanted to put 2 equals 7 minus 5, that's fine, but most of you are going to probably write it like this, is my guess. Okay? Now, let's do the exact answer. 7. The decimal point goes behind it. Put your decimal point here, 4.68. Put zeros above the 6 and the 8. Now we have to borrow. Borrow from the 7, it turns into a 6, that turns into a 10. We borrow from the 10, it turns into a 9, so that finally can be a 10. Now we can go. 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 6 is 3, don't forget your decimal point, 6 minus 4 is 2, and the exact answer is 2.32. Are there any questions? All right, let's go on to the next problem. Here, again, let's do our number sentence. They've got the equal sign on that side, which we don't like, but that's what they do on the test. If you just want to put the equal sign like this, that is fine, kids, all right? Now, my estimate is going to be 4 times 9, which is 36, right? So the answer is going to be close to 36. You could have said 4 times 10 is 40. I would count that right too, okay? So now let's go ahead and do the problem. 4.2 times 8 and 9/10. 9 times 2 is 18. Put down an 8, carry a 1. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 1 is 37. Now, before I multiply by the 8, I put a place value 0 down. 8 times, because there's one number behind the 8. Now, 8 times 2 is 16. Put down a 6, carry a 1. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 1 is 33. Add them together, carry a 1. Now, how many numbers are behind the decimal point in the problem? There's the decimal point 1, there's the decimal point 2. So the answer is 37 and 38 hundredths. Any questions on how to get the exact answer? The next problem is, how do you estimate a division problem? Well, the first number, I'm going to keep it 15. Let's see, so it's 15 divided by, I'm going to keep it 3 because 3 is friendlier than a 4. Okay, 15 divided by 3 equals 5. All right, if I had a 4, it wouldn't come out as friendly. Now let's divide the actual problem. The first number goes in the division box. The second number goes outside of the division box. Before you can divide, you have to move your decimal point out of the way. Move it 1, and put it straight up in your answer. The answer to a division problem is called a quotient. Now let's continue. How many 38s are in a 1? None. In a 15? None. In 152? 3 goes into 15 5 times. I think that's too big. So we're going to try 4. And that works perfectly. The answer, the exact answer is not. It is 4. The exact answer, 4. Any questions on how to do those problems so far? In the next group, it's a little bit easier. They give you the numbers that you're going to need. You just have to figure out where to put the decimal point in them. Now, when you divide, you have 90 0.36 divided by 3.6. Now, kids, you know you have to move your decimal point out of the way when it's in the divisor. Move it 1, move it 1. So now you have 903 divided by 36, okay? So the answer is either going to, we know it's not going to be this one, right? Now, it's probably going to be one of these three. Okay, 36 will go into 90. We know the first number is going to be 2. Put a 2 above the 90. 2 times 36, 72. Subtract. Bring down. How many 36s are in an 83? Well, it looks like it's going to be a 5. And I can stop because it's going to be 25 point, right? Which one's 25 point? It's going to be this one, 25.1. Let's just finish the problem out to make sure. 5 times 6 is 30, carry a 3. 15 plus 3 is 18. Subtract, bring down. 36 goes into 36 one time, and yeah, so it's 25.1. Let's do this one. All right, so the first number goes in the box, 695.3.76 divided by 0.99. So kids, do you have to know how to really divide? You do, but the hardest part here, they give you the numbers. Where does your decimal point go? This is so easy since they have the numbers for you. Move it 2, right? Move this one 2. All right, now, how many 99s are in a 6? None. In a 69? None. In a 695? 7. And you know it's going to be a 7 because they have it right there. All right, 7 times 9 is 63. Carry a 6. 7 times 9 is 63. Plus 6 is 69. Subtract. Bring down. How many 99s are in a 23? 0, which we knew it was going to be a 0. Bring down the next number, it's a 7. 99 will go into that 2 times. 2 times 9 is 18, carry a 1. 197, subtract. Bring down, and we know the answer is going to be a 4. Oh, so it's going to be 7,024. So which one is it going to be? Our first choice, 7,024. Any questions? Okay, this problem, you are multiplying and you need to get your decimal point in the right spot. Kids, if you do the estimating on this one, 3 times 10 is 30. The answer is going to be 30 point something. It's probably going to be this one here, but let's just multiply it out just to make sure on this problem. 10.86 times 3.65. All right, 5 times 6 is 30. Put down a 0, carry a 3. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 3 is 43, carry a 4. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. 5 times 1 is 5. Now we're going to multiply by the 6. There's one number behind the 6, so I put in 1 place value 0. Now I multiply by the 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Put down a 6. Carry a 3. 6 times 8 is 48. Plus 3 is 51. Put down a 1. Carry a 5. 6 times 0 is 0. Plus 5 is 5. And 6 times 1 is 6. Now I'm going to multiply by the 3. It has 2 numbers behind it, so I put down 2 place value zeros. It's getting a little messy in here. We got to multiply in between the words, but let's just get busy and do it. 3 times 6 is 18. Put down an 8, carry a 1. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25. Put down a 5, carry a 2. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. Now I'm going to add those numbers together. I'm going to put it down here. I'm going to get a 0. 3 plus 6 is 9. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 8 is 13. Carry a 1. 15 plus 1 is 16. Carry a 1. That's a 9. Now, I have the digits 3, 9, 6, 3, 9, 0. Okay? We got to put the decimal point in it. In my problem, how many numbers are behind the decimal point in the problem? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is 39.6390. Oh, that's not up there. But what's a number that's the same thing as it? 39.639. That one's a little tricky because they're saying, but the 0 part. Do you see how to get that answer? Let's go on to the next one. Number 6. I'm going to show my multiplication down here. Here we go. I'm going to have, you have 10.9 times 2.51. You do not line your decimal points up when you multiply. Here we go. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. Before you multiply by the 5, you put a place value 0 down. 5 times 9 is 45. Put down a 5, carry a 4. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. 5 times 1 is 5. Before I multiply by the 2, I put down how many place value zeros? 2. There are 2 numbers behind the 2. 2 times 9 is 18. Put down an 8, carry a 1. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1, and 2 times 1 is 2. Add them together. Now, how many numbers are behind the decimal point in the problem? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The answer is 27.359. It's that one right there. Now, let's just talk about ways you could do this without having to multiply the whole thing when it's a multiple choice like that. And they just are putting the decimal point. In this problem, you just think of it as that's going to be close to an 11 times 2 is close to 22. Which one of those could be close to 22? That's the only one that would be close to 22. Let's do the same thing in number 5. We could say that this would be a 4 times 10 equals 40. Which of those numbers is close to a 40? Why, it's going to be that one. So that's another way you could do it and then use your estimating skills. Any questions? Yes.
I don't have a question, but I just noticed something.
Yes.
So you have the whole problem, you could just see how many decimals are behind the number.
Yes, but the tricky thing on this one, there are 4 numbers behind it, but in the answer there were only 3 because of that tricky 0. That would work as long as there's not a 0 at the end. Yeah, this one it worked, but that one it didn't do that. Yes.
I did all of them and I didn't have to do like any of the
What was your technique?
I just looked at the numbers and then the ones that like I estimated it and then I just did it like in my head and then the closest like to
Yes. If you are really good with your number sense, you can do that in your head. That's where they want you to do. But if you don't understand your number sense, it's a little tricky. So then just multiply the problem out and then which answer is the closest or which one is that. Okay? Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's do number 7. Max needs to put a fence around the rectangular pool area. The length is 22.1 feet and the width is 15.4 feet. How much fence is needed? Hint, draw a picture. Let's draw a picture of a fence around a pool. We know the length is 22.1 and the width is 15.4. How much fencing is needed? Well, what's the length of this side? 22.1. The length of this side is 15.4. So my number expression could be, there are several of them. I'm just going to draw the number expression line here. It's going to be 22.1 plus 15.4 plus 22.1 plus 15.4. Okay, that's one number sentence. You could say 22.1 plus 15.4 times 2. That's another one, okay? Now, let's add them together and get our answer for this. So the solution, 22.1, 22.1, when you add them together, line your decimal points, 10, carry a 1, 3 plus 2 is 5, 10, 15, carry a 1, 75 feet. So how much fence do they need? 75 feet. Okay? Now, another number sentence that you could have had, as I said, you could have said 2 times 22.1 plus 15.4 because you have 2 of those. Okay, that would be another number sentence that you could have used. Any questions? All right. On the problem, I strongly suggest you always draw a picture. That reminds you to do the top, the bottom, the right, and the left. Okay, let's go on to the next page. Find the mistake in each problem. Okay, here we have to find a mistake. All right, it says, what is the mistake? You're going to use one of these letters for the mistake and then write down the right answer on this blank. Here we go. Are we focused? 0 minus 0 is 0. That's right. Check. 1 minus 0 is 1. 5 can't subtract 8. Borrow from the 2. It turns into a 1. 15 minus 8 is 7. Yes, it is. That one's still right. 1 can't subtract 4. Borrow from the 5. It turns into a 4. 11 minus 4 is not 8, is it? No. 11 minus 4 is 7. 4 minus 1. So the correct answer is 377.10. Does everybody agree with that? Now, what is the mistake? Did they add instead of subtract? No. Regrouped from the ones place? No, they don't regroup in the ones place, but which place did they regroup wrong? In the tens place. So the answer is C. They regrouped wrong in the tens place. Any questions on that? All right, so I want you to do this one by yourself if you haven't already done so. We're going to go along and move on to another question. But make sure you have question B done for your homework tomorrow, okay? Number 9. Lynn earned $350.50 mowing grass. How much money is left after fixing the lawnmower? Okay, so what did she have to use to fix the lawnmower? Well, spark plugs are $23.50. So we need an expression. You're going to say $350.50 minus, And then you're going to have to add all those up. Minus $23.50 plus $10.25 plus $125 plus $20. Okay? Gas will also be included in fixing the lawnmower. All of those things were needed to fix it, okay? So, what's the solution? Well, you have to add everything, all the expenses up first, and then subtract it from $350.50. So let's add those together. $23.50, $10.25, $125, and $20. Make sure you line your decimal points up. You don't want to make $20 be 20 cents, do you? Oh, no. That'll be 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 3 plus 5 is 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's going to cost $178.75 to fix it. How much money is left? Well, now you're going to have $350.50 subtracting $178.75. Borrow. 10 minus 5 is 5. That turned into a 4. You have to go all the way over to the 5. It turns into a 4. That turns into a 10. Borrow from the 10. It turns into a 9, so that can be a 14. 14 minus 7 is 7. Decimal point. 9 minus 8 is 1. 4 can't subtract 7. Borrow from the 3, it turns into a 2, so that's a 14. 14 minus 7 is 7. 2 minus 1 is 1. Our solution, $171.75. Did everyone write that down? All right. Let's go on to Wyatt. Wyatt is going to visit his sister at IU, but first had to put gas in the car because someone had siphoned. That means they removed all the gas out of her gas tank. He paid $78.75 to fill the gas tank. If gas was $3.75 per gallon, how many gallons does the gas tank hold? Okay, that should probably be a comma there. Correct grammar. All right, what operation will be used to calculate gallons? Are you going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide to get the answer? You get a point for that on the test. What are you going to do? Yes, divide. That's right. So you're going to have $78.75 divided by 3.75. All right. Let's divide. Move it to. Will it go into it twice? Let's see. 375 times 2, 10 carry a 1, 14, 15 carry a 1, 6, 7. Yeah. Put a 2 above the 7 and you get 750. Subtract. Bring down, it will go, oh, once, that was easy. So, how many gallons does the tank hold? It holds 21 gallons. That makes sense, that's a good number. Any questions? All right, let's go on to Bob, or no, Stephen. Stephen was working at the concession stand. Bob bought junk food costing $15.30. He paid Stephen with a $20 bill. Stephen gave him $5.70 back in change. How much change should Boyd have received? Lauren, how much should he have received? Have you done that problem yet? Okay, so what are we going to do to get the answer? Well, it said that he gave him back $5.70. That's probably not right, is it? No, because it says, which error did Stephen make? Well, we're going to start. He had a $20 bill. He bought food that was $15.30, okay? You're going to put 2 zeros above that. Let's see how much he should have gotten back. Borrow from the 2, it turns into a 1, that turns into a 10. Borrow from the 10, it turns into a 9, so that can be a 10. 0 minus 0 is 0. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 5 is 4. He should have gotten $4.70 back, right? How much change should Boyd have received? All right. Which error did Stephen make? Did he make an error? Yes, he did. It's not no error. Did he add instead of subtract? No. Did he regroup from the ones place incorrectly? Yes, it's the ones place because he messed up in the dollars, right? So the answer is C. What did he do wrong? He regrouped in the dollars place wrong, and the single dollars is the ones. Let's go to the last word problem, and here we go. We can get this done in 2 minutes. Bananas cost 54 cents per pound, and strawberries are 3.28 per pound. Leanne bought 2.6. When the bell rings, I'm going to stop, and you can't go until we're done. So let's focus. Bananas bought 2.6 pounds and 3.1 pounds of strawberries. How much did she pay for the strawberries? What operation are you going to use? What are we going to use to get the answer? Yes. No? Yes. No? Yes. Not add? Yes. Multiply. You're going to multiply to find how much they paid for the strawberries. How many pounds of strawberries? 3.1. How much do strawberries cost? Yes. Strawberries are 3.28. So you're going to take 3.28 times 3.1. Wait. Your homework, we're going to get the answer, is to do the rest of these problems. Place value 0, 3 times 8 is 24, carry a 2, 6, 8, 9, 8, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's $10. $10.17. You have to round the 8, rounds the 6 to a 7. Have them all done tomorrow. Goodbye.